If the woman you're about to divorce invites you and your family to dinner, it's probably best to decline, or you might end up not surviving it. Let's talk about it. Simon Patterson was slightly confused when his wife Erin invited him, his parents, and his aunt and uncle to dinner. The two were living separately and waiting for the divorce to be finalized. Nonetheless, they all agreed to come after Erin told them that she had something important to tell them. Maybe Simon had some sort of premonition, because he had to cancel at the last minute. So on the 29th of July 2023, only his family showed up to the dinner. Erin had sent her and Simon's children to the movies. As they later recounted, she told them that she had to talk about adult stuff with Daddy's family. It didn't take long after they arrived for Erin to tell them why she had invited them. She had been diagnosed with cancer, which led the group to pray over her, led by Simon's uncle Ian Wilkinson, who was a pastor. Afterwards, Erin served them dinner: beef Wellington, mashed potatoes and beans. What the group didn't know was that Erin had collected the mushrooms in the beef Wellington crust herself, and they were poisonous. It only took a few hours after they returned home for the first symptoms to show. They all started to throw up and have diarrhea. Overnight, the symptoms became so bad that they all were rushed to the local hospital in the morning. Unfortunately, for 3 of them, it had already been too late. Erin's mother-in-law, Gail, who was 70, and her 66-year-old sister, Heather, died on the 4th of August of multiple organ failure. The doctors desperately tried to save Gail's husband, 70-year-old Don, with a liver transplant. But that also failed, and he died shortly afterwards. The only survivor of the 4 was Heather's husband Ian, who had been put into an artificial coma, and he had to be ventilated. And the cook? Well, Erin also went to the hospital the next day. There, she told the doctors that she had terrible stomach cramps. One of the nurses later recounted that she did not look sick at all. The hospital later also told police that Erin had refused any fluids or medication to protect her liver. Nonetheless, the hospital transferred Erin to a hospital that specialized in poisonings. The paramedic who accompanied her later told the police that Erin had complained of having horrible diarrhea, but they never had to make a stop on the 90-minute drive to the other hospital for her to go to the toilet. It didn't take long for the doctors to find out what had poisoned the 4 people. Erin had added death-cap mushrooms into their meal. Erin herself, meanwhile, swore up and down that it had been an accident. She told the police that the mushrooms she had added didn't really taste like anything, so she had decided to add some dry mushrooms that she had purchased in an Asian grocery store in Melbourne. When the police asked her which supermarket, she claimed that she couldn't remember. The situation didn't really get better for Erin after that. The police found camera footage of Erin at a recycling plant, where she was seen getting rid of a food dehydrator, and the police even found the machine at the recycling plant. When it was sent to the lab, it came back positive. It still had remains of death-cap mushrooms in it. Said mushrooms, by the way, grew all around Erin's house. And the police found out even more of Erin's lies. She was never diagnosed with cancer. In court, she later claimed that she only told the lie to cover up a hospital visit she had planned to get her stomach reducted. And that was probably the only time Erin had been honest, because the police did find out that she had been signed into a hospital for gastric reduction in Melbourne. But that of course still didn't explain why Erin wanted to wipe out her husband's entire family. So the police kept digging, and they found out that Erin and Simon had been fighting about the custody of their children and spousal support. But they found even more. Erin had been complaining in a Facebook group about her husband's deeply religious family. She wrote these exact words in that group: "I'm sick of this shit. I don't want to have anything to do with them anymore." The following trial was a media frenzy, and on the 8th of September 2025, Erin was found guilty of murder. The earliest chance she has for parole would be in 33 years. Afterwards, her husband Simon recounted something shocking. He said that he remembered being extremely sick after eating her food 3 times while they were married. Once, even so bad that he had been put into a coma and could only be saved by having parts of his intestines removed.